I'm Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca. This is the Chevrolet Silverado High Country with the new Duramax 3-liter straight-six turbo diesel under the hood. In this video, you're along for the ride with me as we take it for a test drive and explore what diesel power in the Silverado means for your lifestyle. Lakes shape lifestyles in Northern Ontario, and in this video, I want to show you how that ties into the truck you drive. We're looking at Chevy's new diesel Silverado, how it stacks up against a good pal's gas-burning favorite, and we're going for a boat ride. As I write this, about 90% of all new vehicles sold in Canada are either a pickup truck, SUV, or crossover utility model. And with all the action prompted by Canadians increasingly taking to the outdoors, those trucks, SUV, and crossover utility models are offering shoppers more selection than ever. Shoppers today are smarter than they've ever been, and one of the things they don't want to do is to overpay for capability they don't need or want. That's why you can have a Silverado like this one with a total of 5 different engines, including gasoline, 4, 6, and 8-cylinder options, and now the newly available 3-liter Duramax turbo diesel straight-six fitted to my tester. With this engine, you get the same 460 pounds of torque as the mighty 6.2-liter V8 engine option, but with fuel economy like a smaller and less powerful crossover. With 9,300 pounds of towing and 1,870 pounds of payload, this Silverado High Country with Duramax turbo diesel power is ready to work and haul, but also it's set up very nicely as a high-efficiency long-distance cruiser. The straight-six turbo diesel is longer than any other engine that has to fit beneath the Silverado's hood. Though GM says this truck was designed to accommodate this engine from the get-go, the specific off-road fascia on Trail Boss models doesn't quite allow enough clearance for the engine to fit, so for now, while diesel power is widely available across the lineup, it's not available in the Trail Boss.
It was always my life goal growing up to have a Silverado and a nice fishing boat.
Jeff Major doesn't mind. He's an old buddy and the adoring owner of a 2020 Silverado Trail Boss with the 5.3-liter V8. A father of 2 and active outdoorsman, Major's family is one of many in Northern Ontario who regularly work their truck as intended. Major regularly tows a boat with his Trail Boss, but we hooked it up to my diesel-powered High Country tester to get some impressions between the 5.3-liter V8 and the 3-liter turbo diesel 6. With Jeff at the wheel, me riding shotgun, and the Lund in tow, we headed out for an evening boat ride on Ramsey Lake. This is Sudbury's waterfront and a lake that much of our city is built around. It's a popular spot for a quick evening boat ride.
Now we're doing, what, 95 or something at about 1,200 RPM, if I see that right?
97 at 1,200, yeah.
Yeah. So, like, very little revs. The engine's not making a peep. You don't feel it shifting gears.
No, very smooth. I haven't noticed a gear change yet, honestly.
And by the ride, I couldn't tell there was a boat back.
No, it's effortless.
So the way the transmission works in sync with the diesel engine's big low-end torque is remarkable. Specifically, the gearbox and engine conspire to keep revs low, and even over changing terrain or speeds when shifting is required, it's invisible. The transmission capitalizes on the engine's high torque output, and the engine capitalizes on the transmission's ability to serve it up as a smooth and steady stream of power. Drivers can expect to feel a driveline that operates with a polished feel in all situations, even if Major still prefers the V8 in his truck.
Here's the hill. I'll give you a little look here.
This is a hill with a speed restriction coming down because it's so steep.
It's a very steep hill. The camera might not give that justice. Let's see what the engine's going to do here.
So I'm to the boards right now.
Throttle with a boat.
And we're at the speed limit. It's, you don't really feel the boat's there. Like, I would have been up that hill and probably speeding several kilometers an hour faster than I should have been.
Okay.
To the boards. I've never had to put it to the boards in my truck up that hill. I did here, and it didn't give you that, but definitely not as, put you back in the seat kind of thing.
After some back-to-back comparison on a uniquely steep uphill highway merge, the gasoline V8 delivered more overall get up and go, requiring less of the merge lane to achieve highway speed with a boat in tow. With the diesel engine on board, its mileage, noise levels, and smoothness as the stars of the show. So a fuel-sipping diesel that's expert at smooth cruising and towing, or a gas-powered V8 for that signature feel and soundtrack. It's always nice to have choices. By the numbers, Natural Resources Canada pegs the annual fuel costs of a Silverado four-wheel drive with diesel power at around $2,400. That's less than a four-cylinder gasoline Colorado, and roughly on par with something like a Kia Sorento or Volkswagen Tiguan. For comparison to that $2,400 figure, the Trail Boss with 5.3-liter V8 has annual fuel costs around $3,700, and on models with the 6.2-liter V8, that's the better part of $4,000.
See how this tailgate works?
No.
Okay, so I've never actually tried this myself yet. Saw it the other night for the first time. So it's going to take a couple of attempts here because I'm kind of a newbie. But look at this. I just turned it into a staircase. Like, I think there's people that would buy this truck just for how clever that is. And then you just kind of pick it all up as one unit, and there you go.
So versus a comparable V8-powered Silverado with the 5.3-liter engine, the straight-six diesel option reduces annual fuel costs by about $1,300. At this writing, the diesel engine is a $3,245 upgrade on the high country, less a $1,250 credit that comes right off the invoice. So your total investment in the diesel engine is about $2,000, and total fuel savings per year about $1,300. You might just see the diesel engine's fuel savings pay for itself in a year or two, and then it's money back in your pocket. And you're enjoying improved low-end torque response, quieter operation, and less stopping to refuel along the way.
Personally, from my experience driving the comparable Ford, Dodge, other Chevy and GM products on this highway for tens of thousands of kilometers over the years, I think the high country is probably my favorite in terms of a highway cruiser. If I could pick any truck, you know, to sit in for 8 hours and just drive on a smooth highway, this is going to be the one.
On one highway trip, I was 90 minutes into cruising at 105 kilometers an hour before I saw the fuel gauge move from full. The added quiet, polish, and refinement to the diesel powertrain help enhance the character of the high country trim grade too. Having now logged 4,200 kilometers in 2 separate high country testers over the past few years, I'd happily tell you this is a lovely truck for touring with a good feel on the road and a quiet drive that's conducive to relaxing and socializing on the move. With the diesel engine on board, drivers also get gobs of quiet torque, generous highway range, and a fuel bill like a family crossover. And though I don't think the styling of the Silverado's interior is the best work we're seeing in this segment right now, and while there are a few very specific rough surfaces that can coax some questionable harshness out of the ride, what you've mainly got here is a comfortable cruiser with all the bells and whistles that can be a towing rig, a rolling social lounge, or anything in between. The great thing about living in a city that's built around lakes is that you can go for a quick evening boat ride with your friend just about any time you like. And for families like Major's, investing in the right equipment makes for more memories. My preferred piece of equipment for enjoying the water is a camera. Like Major, I like to use the good stuff if I know it's worth the spend, and to me, shots like this, of an old pal proudly showing me his family's new toy, are why I make the investment in the good gear that I like.
I'm Justin Pritchard for Driving.ca. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below so you never miss a new upload. And until next time, take care and drive safe.